But without further ado, let's get straight into the opening show of the evening. I'll talk about the matches a bit more as we go through. And just, there's a big fly right on my monitor. It's really annoying me. Yeah, it's not great, to be honest. It's not bad normally, but there is a big issue with created wrestlers and logos not loading and stuff like that. So I don't really... Oh, we're still on 2K19 at the moment. I feel like we're going to have to go to 2K20 at some point because they'll take these servers down. I think roughly November, December they've said they're taking these servers down. Yeah, so we probably will have to change to 2K20 at some point, and they're not releasing any patches for it either, so it's tricky. I mean, we have 2K20 already. I've got it installed on my PlayStation. I just feel like this is a lot smoother to run. A lot less bugs, a lot less crashes, especially for streams. If you're streaming something that's going to crash every 3 minutes, it's very difficult to do, I suppose. But yeah, I've managed to get the whole week off. Well, in October, I've got 3 weeks off work in October, more or less. I've got the whole week when FIFA 21's released, and then about 2 weeks later on in the month as well. So we're going to be pushing that pretty hard. We're going to get to that 5K. And then it's the road to 10K. There's going to be an option to have financial takeover. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've seen... And they're doing a thing now as well where you can have 40 squad... Yeah, it will be, yeah. It's 40 squad battles incoming. Have you seen that thing where they're going to do for career mode where if you start a career mode, you can have a local star youth academy player, if that makes sense? So basically, you'll start with one really good youth academy player from your home team, which sounds pretty cool. So no matter what team you pick, you're going to have one future star there already. I think it's a bit like on this year, you can have like this special scout, or you can have the 60% transfer boost, can't you? On next year's, they're going to add that on as well, which I like the idea of because I heavily enjoy using the youth academy style of it, especially since the transfers and everything are so unrealistic. I mean, my friend PJ Tovey, he's doing a FIFA career mode at the moment, but he's doing it without spending any money on transfers, so it's just basically academy players, Bosmans, and free transfers. And I mean, the team you can put together, I mean, he's getting like 15, 16 million pound players on the free because the game's just not very intelligent when it comes to contracts and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm hoping they improve a lot of that, which apparently they are going to do. I'm looking forward to it. It comes out on the 6th of October. Well, it comes out on the 9th of October. BXvid, I don't know if you've been watching these, the live shows as much, but essentially what we're doing now is Battle of the Brands. So, New Japan and Impact will finish on Friday. I'll put a vote out for you guys to vote on who you thought was the best brand from the series, and then at the end of that vote, I'll also put another vote up to see which brand you want to add. And there is an option for not necessarily WCW. I had a joint Attitude Era roster involving like ECW, WWF, and WCW. So definitely a possibility. I know there is a guy out there on PlayStation who makes a lot of really good WCW cores. Now, one of the things I really want for this, Luke, is one of the things I really, really want for the career mode is to have a reserve and under 18s team. Like a separate squad you can have players in and develop. And if they're bringing in this new match sharpness thing as well, where you basically got to, the more your players play, the better they become, then maybe a reserve team with reserve games would definitely work. Because then you can, if you've got a player who's not played in a while, has been out injured, for example, then you can stick them in the reserves for a couple of games, build their match sharpness up before you bring them into the team. I think that'd be pretty cool. Essentially what I want, Luke, is I want FIFA to become a more 3D version of Football Manager, essentially. That's really what I'm after. Yeah, I love to have just like an under... Well, the actual reserve teams in real life, they're under 23s, aren't they? So even if you just had the under 23s team, that'd be fantastic. I mean, if your youth academy had games and you could either play them or at least like see the stats from the games, that'd be pretty good. BXvid at the moment, I'm mostly watching AEW, I must admit. I do try and keep up with NXT where I can. I've watched Slammiversary the other week and wasn't overly impressed, but I've watched a couple of Impacts afterwards to see how that's going. I like to try and keep up as much as I can, to be honest, but AEW is the main one that I'm enjoying at the moment. Yeah, practice match. I know there's a thing they've added this year apparently where you can decide the training schedule and stuff like that. So maybe practice matches are something you could have in there. Apparently you've got to balance your training schedule between building match sharpness, not using too much fitness, and obviously boosting stats at the same time. So there's a bit of a nice sort of trio sort of balance you've got to try and pull off there, I think. So, regardless, it's a triple threat match, so 2 points are available to the winner. Yeah, BXvid, if you need to, there is a link to the sheets pages down below, which will show you all the rankings currently and the previous shows and that sort of stuff. Yeah, Jay, I think it's gonna happen. Whether she'll do a little bit of work with AEW, because I believe they do have a good working relationship with Stardom. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, it's very much more of a UK thing, I think, BX, but I don't think it's as big in America, is it? Pin here by Fawn on Ricochet. I mean, at the moment we've got Ricochet sat down on -1. He's -1 for the season, but -4 overall, so he does really need a victory here. Shane Fawn currently sat on... Where is Shane Fawn? Yeah, Shane Fawn sat on -1 for this season as well, -2 overall. And Ray Horus currently sat on -1, -2 overall. So all three of them really need this win, to be honest. Yeah, I've seen the NBA stuff's quite good. Yeah. I've never really... I used to have an NBA game when I was younger, to be honest. I've never really played in the newer ones, but I've seen they do look very good. Oh, our one's BXvid. Yeah, the link's in the description down below. There's one for New Japan, one for Impact. If you click on the link, it should take you straight to the page. And I'm in there at the moment, so I'll be updating it as we go along with this one. So if you want to have a look, and it's also got on there the previous shows and the current champions and that sort of stuff as well. So if you want to catch up or see the information, it should all be on there. In here, by if Shane Fawn wins this, that's going to be crazy. Oh my god. Atlanta United. Is Atlanta United, is that the one that's got Ezekiel Barco? Is that the one? He's a cracking player, he is. Young Argentinian left mid. Ezekiel Barco, Argentinian footballer. Currently plays for Atlanta United FC. Look at that brain work. That's really sad that I knew that off the top of my head, isn't it? It's really sad. It's only because I've tried to buy him a few times on FIFA. For a strong right hands on Ricochet, who's dumped to the outside. Are we going to see the Puma fly? We do indeed. That's it. If you're old or rejected, LA Galaxy will take you. Well, I don't know how much... Inter Miami seem to have quite a bit of money because I've seen that they've been trying to sign Willian, haven't they? Yeah, that wasn't a great idea there, Shane, to be honest. Ricochet's going to get you now. Ricochet heading up high. Super Hurricanrana landing Fawn on top of Horus. And Ricochet does get the win. Oh, what, in the... Sorry, BXvid, my brain's not working very well. Do you mean in the game, or do you mean in real life? I think in real life, I've got them set up on my Twitter so I get a notification every time they post. In the game, I have to do it straight away, otherwise I forget everything. I mean, if you actually go through the previous results on the game, I can guarantee you I probably missed a few. Good evening, Sam Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. That's my assumption. I'm going to stick with it for now, until I'm told otherwise. Big win there for Ricochet then. He needed that. He desperately needed that. He was on -4 overall. Now he's down to -2. Big, big win. Kushida versus O'Reilly up next. Two guys that have not had a lot of opportunities so far this season. Thought I'd give him a chance to get some points before it finishes. Oh, this beer's going down well tonight. The beer's so cold. Revbox Gamer. Not heard of him, to be honest. Not heard of him, to be honest. And we're on the go. I always forget that Kushida's part of NXT now. It just always seems to slip my mind that it happened. Now, I know back in New Japan, O'Reilly would be more part of the tag team division. However, I want to give an opportunity. I'm a big fan of Kyle O'Reilly. I would like to see him as part of the tag division, but also I feel like as a junior heavyweight, he's got a chance here, you know. Definitely. You know where Lucha Reject is? We've not seen him in days, have we? When was the last time Lucha Reject posted anything? I don't think Lucha Reject's actually in the... He's not in the Discord anymore. Was he not in the Discord anymore? Oh. That's not good. Houston, we've lost Lucha Reject. Where's the community tab? I'll have to look at it. Is it in that one? No, it's not that one, is it? I'm a bit lost. I've not seen a Lucha Reject in a few days. Just wondering where he's up to. He's still a member. Still a member of the channel. Well, I'm sure he'll pop back up at some point. Maybe he's got some stuff going on. You never know. It's tricky, I suppose, BX Fit. I've not really... I'm just trying to think now, really. I mean, Bullet Club was a cool concept, but I must admit I'd never really watched enough New Japan to really get solely into it, to be honest. I suppose I was 2/3 of a fan of The Shield. I was a big fan of Seth and Dean when they first came up. I've not really heard of Roman when they came up. But they did some pretty cool stuff. I don't know, to be honest. I don't. It depends, because sometimes a stable just really can ruin a lot of things as well. I mean, I was a massive fan of Impact Wrestling years ago, and then they brought in Aces and Eights, and that soon killed me off, I tell you. Premier League. God, the problem is with that as well is that the season's been going so long, I can't even remember which ones they are. I did really like that Martial one. Was it against Arsenal where he looked like he'd taken it too far wide, and then he just sort of like dinked it over the top. I thought that was pretty cool. Was it Arsenal? Nah, Jesse Lingard. Lingard's goal, I think, was my favourite goal of the season. I've never laughed so hard in my life. Not much New Generation. We're only on the second one. Second match of the night. Anyway, are we the second match? Yeah, second match of the night, aren't we? Yeah, we're on the second match of the night. So far, we've had one match, which was a triple threat between Ricochet, Shane Thorne, and Ray Horus, won by Ricochet. Sun versus Burnley. O'Reilly slowly watching Kushida get back up to his feet now, looking to lock him into that front guillotine hold. Drops him down in that guillotine. Will Kushida tap? O'Reilly drops into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. The chance was there, though. Kushida now with O'Reilly up on the shoulder. Drops him down. Oh, my ear is killing me. So I have no hearing at all in my right ear at the moment. Kushida now front chancery. Yeah, so we're finishing this off on Friday night. Might start a little bit later on Friday. Start at 8 o'clock in the UK, just to make it a bit easier for the Americans to watch. I know you've all got stuff to do during the day. And depending on where you are. Depending whereabouts you are. Favourite England player. At the moment, I'd probably have to say Rashford. Being a Man United fan, I suppose. You've got to go for Marcus Rashford, haven't you, really? Very talented player and just turned up when no one really expected it. No, BX Vid, Lucha Underground didn't get a 4th season. I think they were offered a 4th season, but with half the budget, and they said they couldn't keep up the quality with that, so they decided just to quit, I think. I'd love to see Pillman Jr. tonight, Jay, as well. I'm not quite sure what the plan is. I've read an interview with him, and he's... I mean, he wasn't supposed to have that match against Brian Cage. But they were so impressed with his first match he had against Sean Spears that they gave him the second one against Cage. So you never know. There might be a full-time... I don't think he's officially signed yet. They might give him a full-time deal, though. Wow. See, that's what I want. They don't seem to have that anymore, do they? Have they got, is that on 2K20? Can you do... O'Reilly gets the win. Yeah, on 2K20, can you do Tag Team Elimination Chamber again? Because it wasn't in this game, was it? They took it out. I can only do 6-man on this one. Yeah, you've got to go for Lingard's goal, haven't you? Because it was just out of nowhere. No one ever expected Lingard. No one ever expects Lingard to do anything, do they? So the fact that he got that goal was quite amazing to me, to be honest. What we need in these universe modes is some jobbers, I think. Because some of these rankings are looking pretty rough now for some of these people, you know. Ah, yeah, the 6-way and work together. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I miss those because we could have some really good like feud ending, and it could also be like our War Games, couldn't it? Really, 6-man elimination tag chamber. That'd be pretty cool. But they took it out of the game, which is not very fun, is it? Really? Right, 2 matches down. So we have got Evil versus Sanada here, a prequel for what we're going to see at the finale, when obviously these are your 2 tag team champions at the moment. These 2 will be fighting to fully regain the championships, not just having half each, along with their new tag team partner. Sanada is going to be teaming up alongside Andrade from LIJ. Evil teaming up alongside Hideo Itami, and Andrade versus Itami will also happen later on this evening. Is it an iPhone, Buttercup? I've had Samsung Galaxies for years now. I finally got an iPhone as a work phone, and I cracked the screen in like a few days. I've never once cracked the screen of my my Galaxy in the years and years I've had them. always assumed, I think Jay said the same thing the other week, but I always assumed that when this split was going to happen between these two, that it would have been Sanada joining up with Bullet Club. I feel like his past connection with America would have been the big sort of turning point there, but hey ho, I was wrong. Sorry, New Generation, if I've been confusing things as well. I was saying earlier on, I don't think you were here when I was saying it, but I've been taking all the streams down, and I've been editing just the individual shows and putting them into a playlist to make it easier. However, obviously, I'm re-uploading those, and I think it might just be confusing bits a little bit, which is why you saw that one come up earlier. Okay. I don't know which iPhone I've got. I've got a black one. How do I know? I don't know. I've got a black iPhone, that's all I know. Yeah, it can be tricky, Jane. I think one of the worst things I ever... It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but one of the worst things I ever did was set myself a schedule for YouTube. Because it just gives you some... it gives you some really unneeded pressure, doesn't it, really, for something that's not really that important. But, yeah, I like to have a schedule to make sure I know what I'm doing. Where's settings? Where's settings? General? About? It's an iPhone. It's a model is an MNX8. No, MN8X2B/A. Does that mean anything to anybody? It's bugger all to me. I don't know what that means. Wow, nice little spin there. Pin here by Sanada, only a 2 count. Yeah, I ain't got a clue what's going on now, BXFid, to be honest. I don't know, Luke, to be honest. I've just finished uploading all the videos today. They run until August the... Well, unless I do anything else, they run until August... Where is August? There it is. August the 7th. So that's when the GTA is said to finish. I will do Red Dead Redemption, but I don't know if I'm going to do it straight away. I might do something a little bit different first. I've been dabbling with Final Fantasy VII over on Twitch. I might do that. But we'll probably knock that out pretty quick, to be honest. That's it, Jay. I say don't put yourself under any undue pressure. That's what I found with this sort of stuff. That's why it's good, Jay. When you get to, I don't know when you get to it. When you get to a certain amount of subscribers, you can do scheduled uploads, and that's the best thing ever. That's what I just said there. All my Grand Theft Auto is uploaded and ready to go up until August the 7th. It's all done. I've recorded it, edited it, uploaded it, and given it like exact times to upload. But yeah, one of the things I learned with YouTube is just don't push yourself too hard. It can just burn you out. You got to enjoy it. If it becomes a chore, it's not worth it. Oh, you can do? Oh, okay. I remember I had to get to like 1,000 subscribers before I unlocked it, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago now, though. Okay. Yeah, you had to unlock it before. You had to get like over 1,000 subscribers. It was part of the stuff you unlocked when you became a partner. Yeah, that's a good point, I will one. I was supposed to be doing it, but... I can do, Luke, if you can get high enough up. I mean, I'm not anywhere near that level at the moment. Evil with a win. Big win for Evil. I mean, what do I get at the moment? I'm probably getting about... YouTube at the moment is roughly 5% of my monthly wage. And I've got 5,000 subscribers, so it gives you a rough idea of where you probably need to be. I think if you've got about 100,000 subs, you'll probably be looking okay to be able to live off of it. I don't know. I mean, as you can see by some people, you can definitely do it. I mean, just look at KSI. The guy's like stupid rich. I mean, literally so rich he's stupid. And if he hears this and wants to box me, I'm well up for it, mate. I'll happily get knocked out in 10 seconds to get myself 40 million quid. I'll do that all day long. Right, next up, we've got Gresham versus Lethal. Two guys that are in a tag team together normally, where they've both been doing pretty badly. So we're going to give them the opportunity for one of them to pull themselves out the doldrums with the point. He is, isn't he, really? I mean, I am joking, by the way. I mean, well, no, I'm not joking. He is stupid, like, but I've literally been watching Sidemen videos for about 10 hours today at work. I have my phone running constantly while I'm at work. I've watched all the holiday and the car trip and all those sort of ones today again. Whereabouts are you? I keep asking. I know I never remember. Luke, are you American, Luke? Aren't you? Or are you UK? Because the gyms here have reopened this week. That's why I'm sat here like drinking beer on a Wednesday night on my own, as you do. But yeah, all the gyms in the UK. Are you in the UK? Okay. Well, the gyms around me have opened up this week, so I don't know if yours might be reopening soon. I thought you were UK, yeah. Yeah, the ones around by me have opened up this week. Because I've started paying my membership again. Oh, nice bicycle kick by Jay Lethal. The bicycle kick. Stiff forearm as well. Yeah, it might be different. Maybe it's because maybe it's because it's contact. Maybe like it's just normal gyms where you can do like treadmill and weights and that sort of stuff. It's like non-contact, isn't it? So there's no risk of transferring anything. But when you've got a contact sport like that, then maybe it's a little bit different. I'm not really sure which one Muay Thai is. What is it Alistair Black does? Is that just like standard kickboxing, or does he do a special one? So a good chance for one of these two to get themselves a point then. At the moment, Jay Lethal sits on -2 for this season, -3 overall. And Gresham sits on -1 for this season, -2 overall. That sounds pretty damn good, New Generation, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm drinking bottles of Stella Artois that are frozen at the fridge because I turned my fridge up too high. So we're having fun tonight then. It's a confusing thing though, isn't it? An Oreo Oreo sandwich. So is it it's just like a sandwich. I can't imagine why... I mean, that's one of the things. A lot of people have been stressed out with the gyms being shut, but it's like one of the easiest things to get around because you can do stuff out in the world, can't you? The weather was quite good during the lockdown. I mean, you could have gone for a run. I've got weights in my garden. I can go and do weights, or I just did a lot of gardening and stuff like that, and you, I don't think I'll be bothering with the gym anytime soon. Wap, 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 wap. New generation dropped his ice cream. I got no Ben and Jerry's yet. It's just so bloody expensive. Gresham in with the pin now after the face rake. Only a 1 count. Gresham really wrenching back of that arm of Lethal. Gresham now boot on the back of the head of Lethal. Now into, oh, a headbutt by Lethal. Lethal now taking Gresham up to the top. Nice superplex. Lethal now heading up to the top. Big elbow. There's the pin. And now looking to lock in that figure 4 leg lock as well. Gresham back up on his feet. Both guys went face to face there. Gresham rolls him through. And Gresham gets a cheeky win. Wow. There we go. So that surprised me. I thought this would be Lethal's opportunity here, but Gresham was the one to take the cheeky advantage, roll him through, and get that win, which means Lethal now goes on -3 for this season. That's bad. That is bad. So this is a good opportunity now. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Can't be a good lethal injection, can you? Lethal's not happy. He believes it wasn't a free. The referee says it was, and Gresham's the one who's going to take up the extra point here. This puts Lethal joint bottom of the rankings, I believe. There we go. Yeah, well, from what people were saying yesterday, it looks like New Japan, not yesterday, the day before, New Japan might just get a 3rd season here, you know. It's looking that way, isn't it? Right. We're going. Yeah, it looks like it might do. Yeah, the surprise roll up. So we've got Tama Tonga, Tangaloa and Bad Luck Fale representing Bullet Club going up against Zack Sabre Jr., Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer representing, of course, Suzuki Gun. Or Suzuki Gun. How you pronounce it. Let's get underway. 6-man tag, not elimination, just straight up 6-man tag. So this should be a big one, this one. All 6 of these guys are very highly rated, actually. So anybody could come out on top of this one. Yeah, he's in, Davey Boy Smith Jr., I think, is currently in MLW, isn't he? McIntyre. I haven't really got much interest in it, Jay, to be honest. I mean, I did read the results from Raw the other night, and the ending to the Sasha Banks-Asuka match sounded awful. Really, really bad. Yeah, The Fiend I'm a big fan of. It's a very cool character, but McIntyre, I mean, I'm not really a massive Drew McIntyre fan anyway, to be honest. I respect the fact that he's British and he's the champion, that sort of stuff, but I'm not like the most interested in his wrestling style, and then to throw Randy Orton, someone that I really don't really enjoy either, in there, it just doesn't fill me full of hope, to be honest. I'd like to see Davey Boy Smith Jr. in AEW, to be honest. Either join back up alongside Lance Archer as part of that dominant tag team, or either that or have him join up with Brian Pillman Jr., I think would be interesting as well. I mean, Pillman, I don't think Pillman's officially signed to AEW. As I said earlier on, I think he was just there for a couple of opportunities. Yeah, Lance's core is insane, I will want it. It's made by a guy called Diffract. He makes some incredible cores. He's working solely on AEW cores at the moment. They're absolutely amazing cores. The problem is he uses like the max amount of logos on every single one. So you basically just run out of logo space straight away. It's crazy. I think he's doing Private Party at the moment. The Hangman Page of the main event is his as well. And the Christopher Daniels we'll see on Impact is his as well. He's got some incredible stuff going on. Yeah, I think they played it quite well at the Rumble, to be honest, New Generation. The fact that what they did with Lesnar at the very beginning, which everyone hated, where he just eliminated everyone and made them all look terrible, that's how they managed to make McIntyre look really good, by McIntyre basically taking Brock out. So it was quite a clever maneuver in their sort of hands, really, to have, essentially have... Why is he... It's not Falls Count anywhere, is it? So why is he checking that submission for? Should be checking the one in the ring. That's stupid, isn't it? Battlegrounds is not really my sort of thing, to be honest, I will. I mean, I'll have a look at it, but it's not really my sort of thing. I'm much more down the realism route, as Lance Archer gets the win. Yeah, I prefer things that are realistic and that sort of stuff, and that, to me, doesn't look that enjoyable. But we'll have a look. It's more arcadey, isn't it? And that sort of stuff, so it's, I don't know, we'll have a look. I don't think it's anything I'll do a lot on, to be honest, if I do anything with it. Compared Drew to... I don't know, I mean, he's just quite a... What's it? I've seen people say in the past, Diesel. Just that sort of generic big man. I mean, he's good, don't get me wrong, he's decent in the ring, he's a good strongman, but I don't think he's anything special. Yeah, they did BX Vid, yeah, they turned up at the end of Slammiversary. They had them their debut match on Impact this week. They squashed, whatever their names, what was their names? Reno Scum. They're squashed. Alright. So, Tag team ranking wise, Guerrillas of Destiny get themselves a -1. Killer Elite Squad getting +1. Tell you what though, Killer Elite Squad forcing their way into that championship picture now. If they do get kept around for another season, they're definitely two guys we're going to have to really consider. So 2 more matches left on tonight's card. Andrade versus Atami is next. Then we've got a tag team main event as well. Yeah, apparently, I don't know how true this is. This is what PJ Toby told me the other day. Apparently, one of the main reasons Gallows and Anderson did go back to Impact is that Gallows has a great respect for Scott D'Amore. And Scott D'Amore essentially was the one that managed to get Gallows his first sort of break in New Japan. And apparently that's why they went there. And as well, what I've read is that there was... I mean, they're back to being friends now, but apparently there was a bit of heat beforehand when Gallows and Anderson re-signed for WWE rather than going to AEW last year. So I think there's a few things there. I'm not sure. Jay, who do you think's winning this season at the moment? New Japan or Impact? Yeah, I agree. I will one. I mean, it's not great for me, like I said earlier on, because a year without the game. I mean, the channel's views are starting to crash a little bit now because the game's not as fun as it was previously. So we're just about holding on at the moment, but I think in the future we essentially need it to do as well as possible. We need that new game in 2021 to be absolutely incredible. Oh, Festus, yeah, Jesse and Festus. That was a terrible team, that was. Nice running powerbomb by Andrade. Oh, does it mention it in there, does it, New Generation? Oh, thank you, Luke. I do try. Not very hard, but I try sometimes. Nice. Armbar locked in by Hideo Itami on Andrade. So already Evil and Bullet Club have got some momentum coming into that Tag Team Championship match at the finale. Of course, Evil defeating Sanada earlier on. Andrade slamming the head of Hideo or Kenta into that top turnbuckle. I haven't actually, to be honest, Luke. I might have to look at it. It looks like a pretty decent game. I've seen it. To be honest, I think I've said this a few times now. I've been so over-dependent on this game over the last few years that I've really just let a lot of really fantastic games disappear past me over the years, which is why I'm trying to catch up on some of that stuff now. That's why I've done GTA and, like I said, we'll do Red Dead Redemption and Final Fantasy and sort of some ones I want to play as well. So it's the sort of thing I could really get to, I suppose. Yeah, that was a tough stream. I don't know what happened with that stream on Monday. We should be doing better tonight. We've had a decent amount of views for the considerable time of it. Yeah, I've not watched the last couple of Being the Elites, to be honest. Here's Kenta now, reverse into right into the knee. But it's Sanada distracting the referee. That should have been a free count there, shouldn't it, really? Yeah, apparently there was quite a bit of heat originally when Gallows and Anderson didn't go to AEW when they re-signed with WWE last year. But apparently that's all been blown over now and they're back to being good friends. Nothing really, Luke. That was the problem. It was a bit of a dead stream, really. We didn't have many viewers. It was a bit disappointing, to be honest. Yeah, it was just a bit of a dead stream, but Say, I've re-uploaded the videos, and the videos have got better views shipped now that I've uploaded them, to be honest. What are we up to now? I think, well, yeah, from the other day, Impact got 63 views. And New Japan's had 35 views from the other day. I like the Dark Order. I think they would have been much more effective if it wasn't for the COVID. I think that's the same with a lot of people, though. If it wasn't for the COVID, they would have had a lot more enjoyment out of it. It didn't really bother me at the beginning, but I really am starting to miss fans of these shows now as well, because imagine the actual hype or the noise that would have been made when the Revival made their debut. It would have been massive. Yeah, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking at the moment, Luke. I'm thinking of potentially. I mean, what is the game like? Oh, and Jay, New Generation was just asking because I don't think he can see your messages. I don't know why. Yeah, New Generation. Jay believes New Japan's winning as well. Yeah, Luke, is the game the same as GTA, where you basically have the letters on the map and you go and you go to the mission and the mission starts? Is it the same sort of thing? I am excited, New Generation, but I don't know why, because I have no idea who Warhorse actually is, to be honest. I don't know if that's a bad thing or what, but there's all this hype about Warhorse, and I've never really seen much of it, as Andrade hits a low blow on Itami right in front of the referee. Andrade obviously got annoyed eventually, and Itami gets the win, though. Well, that's backfired. That's extra momentum. So Hideo Itami takes the win, and Andrade gets the loss. There we go. Yeah, so what I might do then, Luke, is I might do it as a stream. But then I'll do the same thing as what I've done with GTA. So I'll do the stream, but then at the end of the stream, I'll sort of take it off and I'll re-upload all the individual missions into a separate playlist like I've done with GTA. If that'll work. If there's enough to do in between the missions, like the travelling time and that, I'll do it. It's a bit like I want to do Assassin's Creed, but I know that like in between the missions, Assassin's Creed can be very, very boring, just wandering around on a horse for ages. So tag team action here. You've got Kenny Omega, the #1 contender for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and AJ Styles, the current United States Champion, going up against Minoru Suzuki, the current IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and the #1 contender for the United States Championship in Hangman Adam Page. Boom. Lots of talking. Yeah, I think if Red Dead Redemption is the same as GTA, then I think that's probably what I'll do. I might stream it, and then I'll just I'll re-upload all the individual missions onto YouTube into a separate playlist like we've done. So if you ever want to go back to a certain mission, because I have found that the best way to get views on YouTube, this is for anyone out there who wants a hint and a tip. The best way to get views on YouTube is to do how-to videos, or videos about certain missions, or videos where to find stuff. So it could be a very good thing to do then, Luke, actually, yeah. What's up, kitty? You know what I got today for the post? I've been given a I've been put in for the random testing for the virus. So I've been sent a test kit that I've got to do. I've got to stick this massive cotton bud up my nose and send it somewhere. Yeah, that's the thing, New Generation. Like my video, I don't know if you guys have actually seen it or not, but I did a random video this year on how to use the Youth Academy in FIFA Ultimate Team. Not FIFA Ultimate Team. In FIFA Career Mode. And that video has got 144,000 views. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I mean, it was a video that just like a spur of the moment I went, Yeah, I'll do a quick video on this. Why not? I've got it open. And it's got 144,000 views. It's crazy. So I think that's what my plan is to do more in the future. So if I do Red Dead Redemption, yeah, I'll do all the individual missions, and if there's any like secret things you can find, or like it's easy for Final Fantasy because there's like special weapons you can do and hidden like abilities and that you can do and stuff like that. That's pretty cool to do. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of foot next year, I think, Luke. Going to do a lot of like how to do SBCs and stuff like that, I think, is going to be the strong way forward. Yeah, well, we've got 64 playbacks so far tonight. 9 concurrent viewers at this moment in time. I don't know what the unique viewers are. Depends how many times you guys have clicked on and off of the video and stuff like that, or refreshed it, I think. But, yeah, 64 viewers so far. This is the final match, by the way, from New Japan. Then we're moving straight on to Impact. yeah. As Kenny now locking in that V trigger. Well, I don't know what good news would be, Jay, to be honest. I don't know if good news would be that I've not had it and I haven't got it, or if good news would be the fact that I've had it in the past and now I've got some sort of antibodies against it. I'm not sure what good news would technically be in this situation, to be honest. Yeah, that's another one of Defract's ones as well. I've seen PewDiePie playing that the other day. Wow, win here for Paige and Suzuki. Paige get the pin over Omega. Yeah, PewDiePie's been... PewDiePie has been... streaming that Ghost of whatever it's called, Shimmer. Looked interested. Did look interesting. So Hangman Adam Page with the victory. AJ Styles with a loss. Kenny Omega with a loss. And Minoru Suzuki with a victory. Wow. Okay, the rankings are updated as of the end of that show at this point in time. I mean, it's looking good for Hangman Page at the pay-per-view. It's not looking great for Kenny Omega at the moment, ranking-wise. It's an interesting one. We'll have to see how it goes, I suppose. Can it tell you exactly when you had it then, Jay, can it? I thought it just tells you you've had it in the past. But anyway, guys, that's the end of New Japan. For those watching the video, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, with other good stuff. And for those in the stream, let's get straight onto Impact.